Damn, I was talking to myself that whole time. Oh, all right. Anyways, I'm back. I'm back. If I sound off, I'm sick. That's what I said. Were you telling me that I was muted?
No,
Oh,
no, I was coming to check on why you were like grunting.
I'm grunting.
No, when you were like, ah.
Oh. Am I back? Can you guys hear me fine? I really didn't say too much. I just said that I was sick and it was a long weekend and I'm glad to be back. And then we just have this daily zone up here that so far we are rejecting, but if we get above what is this 453, I think it'd be bullish. Maybe even up to this 4 hour supply zone. Wow, I can't breathe. All right. Good thing I work from home, right? Every time I get sick, it really just humbles me, honestly. Got another 4 hour supply zone. Also, I know a lot of you guys have probably been seeing this new prop firm called Tenacity. And I've been getting questions about it. Honestly, I wouldn't trust a prop firm until a couple months. I'd wait a couple months before trying it out. The rules of the prop firm seem very weird. The whole idea of the prop firm seems off. So if I were you, I would not be trying that Tenacity prop firm. Just saying. But yeah, I saw this shit popping up on my page from all these traders. And then the rules of the prop firm, I was like, what? Why? Why? It doesn't make sense. If you don't know what I'm talking about, is this new prop firm called Tenacity, and like one of the things that it said was if you pass the first eval, you get transferred to a live account right off the bat. First of all, why would any prop firm do that? Just because you pass an eval doesn't mean you're profitable. So why would the prop firm give you live money? That's number one. So that right off the bat, I already knew something's off with the prop firm. It doesn't make sense. What do you guys think about that new prop firm? You guys know what I'm talking about? How much are the 50K Apex accounts with your code? I don't know. Let me check. It has to be less than $40 for sure. Let's see. Okay, so a 50K intraday says 24.90. 50K end of day is 34.90. And I'm pretty sure that's with the 90% off. I think. Which new prop firm? It's called Tenacity. A lot of like traders on Instagram were promoting it. That's the only reason I know about it. You trading US 30? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the market gives me. I do feel a little bit weird about today just because I don't know. There was supposed to be like this 10 a.m. thing happening with the Iran war, but of course, it got delayed, like always. That shit always happens. So now, whatever was gonna happen with Iran is happening tomorrow. I think at like 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay, this looks like a good 90-minute demand zone. So far, what I'm really paying attention to is this daily supply zone. We've tapped into it, and so far we are breaking these candlesticks lower. So we'll see if once the market opens up, we'll see if it continues to go lower. Or I feel like the only way I would take longs is if it gets above 454 or if it bounces off of this 90-minute zone. We'll see. But yeah, it looks like it's been going up all night. Let's see. Okay, it opened up right here. Yeah, it's over 1% overnight, which is a pretty decent move. It's not surprising since it was Sunday open. So I don't think it's going to be choppy today, but it definitely might be. So we'll see. Like I said, if I take a trade the first 30 minutes and I lose that trade, then I'll probably wait for 10 a.m. Wait for 10 a.m. news to come out and then see if the market changes with that. We have higher time frame SMT. I'm bearish. Word. Yeah, also if we're bearish, it'd be like a usual New York reversal, which happens a lot. It definitely happens a lot. The market will slowly come up overnight, and then once it opens up, it just drops down. So it could definitely happen. But yeah, something I don't want to see is a slow open. I feel like if it's a slow open, then should probably wait for 10 a.m. news. My screen. Okay, we're back. Boom. Okay, we also have this 30-minute demand zone. That could be a good zone to take a trade off from, especially if it's a short, right? If we break past this zone, I do think it'd be a good short, at least to this 90-minute zone down here. Okay. My computer is being a little bit slow. It's not like loading fast. Market's too choppy right now. Yeah, we'll see how it opens up. We should see some fireworks today? Really? From where? Alright, I think that's it for all my zones on NASDAQ. I don't see too much. It definitely does look very choppy though. How's my P&L from last week? Last week was actually pretty good. I'd say it was like last week was the first winning week, like decent winning week in a while. So last week was pretty good for me. Yeah, I think that's it for these zones. Let's look at US 30. How much in payouts have you received in total from Apex? This year was so far it's 80,000, but I have gotten a payout from them before and that was 2,500. So in total throughout the years it's been what 82,500, and we're getting pretty close to six figures just from one prop firm, which is cool. Yeah, if I get this next payout with Apex, it not only would it put me over six figures on the year, it put me over six figures with just one prop firm, which is really cool. But yeah, I think if I could keep going with Apex the whole year, I think I could easily get to 200K in profits just with Apex because they allow me to have 20 accounts with them. Like the it's crazy how much is possible with 20 accounts cuz it adds up like crazy. And the best part is that I don't need crazy profitable days, you know? Like my biggest day so far has been like what, $700 on a 50K account. So it's not like I'm getting crazy profits, right? I'm getting decent profits and they're just adding up slowly. And you guys have seen it too, right? I've taken many, many losses as well. Even last week, I took a loss. I think I had a losing day last week. Yeah, I was still green on the week, which is perfect. Alright, I'm not seeing too many zones on US 30. How fast how fast do you pass or blow the E valve? So when I blew my first batch of 20 funded accounts, I tried passing 100K accounts, which was 20 of them. No, it was 19 of them. And I failed in 2 days. Basically, yeah. And then that was on a Friday that I blew those evals. And then on Monday, I tried again, but I tried again with 50K accounts, and then I passed it in 1 day. I would say for a 1 day pass account, I either blow it in 2 days, right? Or I pass it in one. So it depends. Alright, I'm seeing this area here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna mark it. I have to zoom in on it. Wow, I think my Wi-Fi is bugging. It's very, very slow. Alright, I was looking at this 3 hour supply zone here. But I want to zoom in on it and see how it looks. What the heck? There we go. Oh, okay, I like this supply zone. If it loads up, there we go. Yeah, we haven't had a 5 minute candle closing above this area. Alright, I like that. I haven't had payouts denied from Apex yet. And I don't think I ever will, honestly, just because of the way that I trade. And if I think the payout will get denied, I don't think I'd have to request a payout. No, I wouldn't have to. I'd just have to trade for longer. But it is a possibility to get the payout denied. I just think with their new update, you can't really request a payout that's gonna get denied because it won't allow you to. Before it did, right? Before you could break, I don't know, the MAE rule and you didn't know, and then you requested and it got denied. But now on your dashboard, you can see if you've breaking. If you've broken a rule, if you're even eligible for a payout. And I think that's helped Apex actually approve all their payouts. I haven't heard of payouts getting denied recently, and I think it's because of their new dashboard that doesn't allow you to request a payout if you're not eligible to. Do you trade ICT? No. I definitely tried learning ICT like when I first started out, pretty early on. I tried learning ICT, because it's what everyone was talking about, but it didn't click. It just didn't click for me. So I stopped. I remember too, I told myself, I was like, I'm going to watch the whole series of ICT in like 2 weeks. And like, I watched one and I couldn't even finish it. So I just stopped. I stopped with the ICT. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me, and that's fine. But it could be different for you, right? It's different for everyone. For me, it's just like if I'm not understanding something and it feels really complicated, then I don't like it. I like simple stuff. With ICT, my thing was that like it was the same thing every time, but it was also different. And then like I really didn't understand the concepts too much. But then again, I really didn't try. I didn't try that hard to understand. Have you ever tried the S&P 500 or Nasdaq better overall to trade? I think you can make more money with Nasdaq. I mean, but you could also lose more money with Nasdaq. I just think if you catch the same trade on Nasdaq and ES, you're gonna make more money with Nasdaq. What do I do outside of training? Um, I mean, I was gonna say I just play Fortnite, but like that's not that's not all I do. Yeah, I get on a lot of one-on-one calls with students. That's something I do. Um, make videos. I like to travel. I haven't traveled this year, but I do plan on traveling pretty soon. Um, I do play Fortnite with my brothers. Kind of almost every night. I mean, we played yesterday. Well, we don't play for too long. I like to drink a lot of coffee. That's the thing. I definitely like to go to different coffee shops. Like every weekend, we're going to a coffee shop. We're eating breakfast and lattes. But yeah, honestly, I I live a pretty boring life outside of trading. But I like it boring. I like it boring. I spend a lot of time with family. Uh this might sound sad. It's not so sad, but I don't have any friends. It's kind of always been that way though. Like in high school, I really only had like one best friend and that was it. And then now it's just me and my girlfriend. And then she has like what, one or two friends that are my friends and then that's it. But yeah, I live a pretty boring life. I'm definitely a homebody as well. Like I don't really like going out too much. Unless it feels nice outside, then definitely be outside. But like clubbing and stuff, like I don't do. Don't do that. I don't like drinking. Something about drinking, like it feels good in the moment, and then in the morning, like I just regret it every single time. Almost every time I've drunk alcohol, I regret it because it makes me feel horrible afterwards. But yeah, honestly, I thought once I turned 21 that like I was gonna be partying and stuff, but I've actually partied less now that I'm 21. I really only party on vacation as well. That's when I'll drink. That's when I'll be like, okay, I actually feel like we're good to drink. But to drink just like every day on the regular, I can't do. My brothers are the opposite though. They'll be drinking beer like every night. I'm like, what? It's a Wednesday night and you're drinking beer? But everyone's different. Do I speak Spanish? Yes. I speak Spanish. I really only listen to Spanish music, right? Like Bad Bunny, number one fan right here. I do listen to English music, but for sure, Spanish more. Which is crazy because I speak more English. It's not like I speak a lot of Spanish. I just think the music's a bit more better in Spanish. Maybe it's also just like in my roots, you know? It's just part of me. I keep my circle tight as well. Too much drama in the world. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like drama. I mean, maybe I do, right? I do like hearing about drama. Who doesn't? But I don't like being in it. That's the thing. I also just don't like weird shit. Like, that's why I didn't have too many friends. Everyone was just kind of weird. In a bad way. In a bad way. I only like drama in TV shows and movies. That's funny. Nah, I like drama in real life. I'd be like, what? He did that? No way. That was horrible. I'm sorry, guys, but I know a lot of you guys are the same way. So, oh my gosh, market opens in 2 minutes. Jesus, I'm chatting too much. I'm chatting too much. But it's like the computer's being slow. Look at this. There we go. I mean, I'm almost done. I'm just doing support and resistance really quick. I do think Nasdaq looks way better than US 30. Yeah, like I don't see any good zone close to US 30. We got, what is this? 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Oh my gosh. I definitely want to see a really volatile opening since the price action has been pretty choppy recently. Oh, I just realized Nasdaq's really close to VWAP, so I'm not sure I'll take this trade here at this 30-minute demand zone. Yeah, because VWAP's right below it, or it's right on the zone. I mean, unless we bounce off of here, we'll see. Yo, my shit is laggy. Okay, that's not good. Um, I guess what I'm waiting for right now is probably for Nasdaq to tap this daily supply zone, right? I was planning on taking a trade at this 30-minute demand zone, but now that I look at VWAP, it's right on the zone. Usually, if I see that, then I don't take the trade around VWAP. So, not sure what's gonna happen. I definitely also want to see the market kind of get outside of this range that it's been in. I do want to see that. On US 30, I don't have zones close to price. I guess the closest zone I have is about 120 points away, which is this 3-hour supply zone that we've kept rejecting this 3-hour supply zone. We've rejected it about 3-4 times. So yeah, if we tap into this area, I'll definitely think of taking a trade up here. But we'll see if it even gets up there. And then yeah, on Nasdaq, not sure. Yeah, even if it gets up here, if it gets up here to the daily supply zone, I'd only take longs if it gets above 454, which is not too far away. I mean, it's 100 points away. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm also not rushing to take a trade today. Have that 10 a.m. news, and I guess Trump is gonna be on TV at 10. Oh gosh. Hold on, guys. I gotta go check something. I'm back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave. I'm gonna have to leave before 10 because I have to take my mom to the hospital. We're sick over here. Man, I don't even know how we got sick. I got sick overnight. Like, it's crazy. Don't take your health for granted. They know the market's open. Yeah, I swear. Look at them. See? They know when I'm talking. That's the thing. Yeah. Yeah, and like, I don't think I'll trade today because it's just so many things just piling on. Like, the computer's lagging. I'm not even sure if this is accurate here because it like freezes every 2 seconds. The zone that I have is decent. Like, it's a daily supply zone. It's just big. It's big. It's hard to trade on a big zone because you don't know exactly, where their reaction is gonna happen. It's a pretty big area. So yeah, I'm not sure I'll trade today. I mean, I'm gonna wait what 20 more minutes and see, but no promises. It's also Monday, so don't want to force any trades. You need more RAM? No, it's not the PC, it's the Wi-Fi. Like the PC is brand new. I just updated it not too long ago. It's the Wi-Fi. Okay, I mean, what was that reaction there? It looks like we rejected this daily supply zone. It's a nasty rejection. How big is this? The opening range is decent, right? It seems like there's really good volume so far. The only thing is, yeah, I would love to take a trade down here, but VWAP is there. Yeah. This 1 minute candle did close below this 5 minute zone. If I was to trade just a 5 minute zone, I would short it, but I mean, we're also at a 30 minute demand zone, so it's kind of hard to take the trade right now. I mean, I would love to short it, but then I have to worry about VWAP. Yeah, I'm not sure. Can I turn up the mic? The mic's all the way up. I think it's me. I gotta talk closer to the mic. Drake candle is crazy. Yo. Is the live stream a little behind? it might be like it might be behind quite a bit, especially since the Wi-Fi is acting up right now. But it shouldn't be over like a minute behind. It should be fine. Um, if I was just to trade this 30-minute demand zone, usually I would have taken along here since it broke this 1 minute wick here. If I took this long, I would have gotten stopped out immediately. So, obviously, that's not too good. But yeah, usually I take along here. Would I have gotten stopped out? Let me see. Oh yeah, I would have. I would have gotten wicked out just for it to go back up into profit. But again, I didn't take this trade because it's just too close to VWAP. That's the thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's not my day. It's not my morning. It's also just kind of a slow morning, especially on US 30. There's really not any good zones close to price. It's already wicked out of both sides, right? Like it wicked out, it kind of faked out both sides. The candlesticks are only closing in here, um, which just shows kind of low volume. There's really not any direction. On Nasdaq, I would say there's kind of good volume, but there's just right now there's no direction. We've been moving sideways so far, which again it could change with the news coming out at 10. And I was going to wait for 10, but I'm going to have to leave before 10, which I'm not too worried about. It's just Monday, so if I miss on a trade, won't be too upset. I'll have the rest of the week to trade. And honestly, I like no trading days. I used to hate them, but I've learned to love the no trading days. To me, it's like a green day. And then I'm also like not feeling too good. I I did not want to wake up earlier. So I don't want to force a trade while I'm feeling like this. And while I have other things just kind of telling me not to trade. Is it just me or like is the market moving slow? Maybe it's me. Because my computer is laggy. Just passed my third Top Step Combine, no fee account. Nice. Congratulations. That's good. Yeah, I do like their no activation fee accounts. I'm glad they added that. Why Apex and not Alpha? That's a good question, and I'm about to answer it. Because before I started training with Apex, I thought about what prop firm I could get like the biggest payout with. And it was either going to be Alpha Futures or Apex. So I did the math with Alpha Futures. With Alpha Futures, you can have a max of 3 accounts and the max payout is what, 15,000. So if I got the max payout with Alpha, number 1, I would have needed an insane amount of profit in those accounts. I would have needed I think it's is almost $20,000 in profit, right? To request that 15K payout. Doing that at all. And then I did the math with Alpha Futures. They do have the max payout 15,000, but that first payout you take, they take 30%. So in reality, it'd be like I think it was like a $32,000 payout, 35,000, something like that, which is good, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Then I did the math with Apex, and I would have needed a profit of 4,600 in each 20 account, and the payout would have been $40,000 flat, right? Because they don't take anything. So the payout would have been easier to get with Apex. That's why I went with Apex. And also, another reason I decided to go with Apex is because with 50K accounts, I'm used to trading them, right? Like last year, I got consistent 10K payouts just with 50K accounts. Mostly. So I knew, I already know how to trade 50K accounts. Why would I change that? So that's what I decided to do. Just keep trading 50K accounts, just multiply it by 20. That's like the only thing that changed. And then in the beginning of the year, I remember the first week of the year, I struggled because I tried trading 50K accounts with one mini, which, mind you, the way I get my payouts on 50K accounts it is with micros. So it's like, it was just a bad start to the year. And then I realized, I'm like, wait, why would I change that if it was working? So then I went back to 5 micros and it was perfect. So yeah. Okay, this was the first 15-minute candle. And honestly, it's not what I wanted to see. I didn't want to see this first 15-minute candle stay within this area, right? Especially for US 30. If we look at US 30, if it loads up, here, let's see. Okay, it's not loading up. See, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, there it is. It's even worse. Huge wicks, small body. Don't like that. It definitely could change with the news, but I'm not gonna stay for the news because I have to go. But yeah, if I was to keep trading, we just bounce off of this 30-minute demand zone. So honestly, I'd wait for it to tap 450s and see if we reject this area up here or if we break past it. It really depends on how the market reacts up there. And I will say it's kind of hard to take a trade on this big zone for me because it's huge. So it's kind of hard to predict exactly where the move is going to start off. So yeah, I don't know. There's a couple of things not adding up for me here. And I don't want to force a trade. I will say the best trade so far has been off of this 30-minute demand zone. If it loads up, I can show you. Let's see. Yeah, right here. We tapped into the zone, and then normally I would have taken longs if we broke this wick here. If realistically, if I took this trade, I would have had 100 tick stop, and I would have gotten stopped out on this trade right here. I would have been pissed off if that happened. But yeah, this would have been the trade right here, and then I would have aimed for a 1 to 2 most likely. But I would have betted for it to tap the zone. I would say this was a really good trade. I I didn't take it because it was too close to VWAP, but it did play out pretty nice. Another trade idea could have been the shorts right up here. Let's see if this would have played out. Yeah, it would have. This trade would have played out very quickly. Yeah, I would have taken this trade after the market tapped this supply zone and then broke this 1 minute wick to the downside. Then I would have taken it right there. And maybe that would have been the trade. I don't know though, because I didn't take it. Yeah, I would say there was multiple opportunities already. I would say the one I actually would have taken if I was paying attention maybe would have been this short here. Cause I saw the longs coming in here, but I didn't take it because of VWAP. So yeah, I'm not sure what's gonna happen now. So far, it's moving sideways. Honestly, I'd wait for the news to come out and see where that decides to go. But I'm gonna call it a day here. Not because the markets look bad or anything. It's just I do need to head out and leave. But I hope you guys catch a really good trade. I'm sorry for the short stream.